What up? What up? What up? It's your man Swell Fidel. Check it out, man. Look, y'all about to be in the crib, so y'all gonna get this work, man. I'm gonna do a lot because I'm actually gonna be working on a book about this. Some of you guys know, some of you don't. I worked in banking for a while, and while I was in banking, I did something very strategic because I wanted to understand why some people had so much and some people had so little. If you know someone in banking, talk to them because they have firsthand experience looking at thousands and thousands of people's personal financial affairs. And if they've paid attention, they've started to notice trends. So check this out. I'm gonna start dropping a couple rules from the rich because what I did in banking was I strategically had them place me in a very wealthy area and I worked there for years. And then I went to a poor area and I worked there for years so I can really study the differences between how the two operate. So here's some of the things I picked up. I'm gonna drop a lot of jewels on you. HELOC. HELOC is a home equity line of credit. This is the coup de grace of credit. This is the ultimate goal of credit. And I'll tell you why. It's because from what I've seen, it is about the lowest interest rate you're ever going to see on credit, right? And they're huge lines because HELOC is a home equity line of credit. It's based on the equity you have in your house. And I've noticed the wealthy, they use this in many, many ways to really leverage themselves. One of the great things that they do is buy businesses because with the HELOC, you can access that equity in your house to start a business, right? So sometimes it's hard to save 50, 60, 70, $100,000, but your property may have that equity. So they'll take the HELOC, pull out the equity in the property and start a business, right? And then that business pays back the HELOC and they make the money. HELOC was a powerful tool. Another thing I've seen them do with the HELOC is they travel. They take the HELOC, travel all summer, all over the world. They're not going to Miami. They're traveling the world. And they'd use that HELOC. And the rest of the year, they'd pay it back because it's very, very, very low interest rates for the HELOC. So it's a perfect way to access capital to make major moves, right? They come in and get credit cards from me, and they didn't care about rates and all that stuff. The most important thing to them was the perks. They would always ask, what perks? Airline miles, travel discounts, things like that. How does the points accumulate? What can I use the points for? That was their main concern when they came and asked about a credit card. They would use it for the perks. Why? Because then it piggybacks and it doubles. See, you got the HELOC, right? So they out traveling on that joker, but he went and bought the airline tickets on the credit card, right? He bought the airline tickets on the credit card so he can get the points, right? And then he has points to use on his next flight to get a discount on it. The balance of the flight he wouldn't pay with the HELOC, so he barely had any damn interest. They don't keep any balance on there, though. That's the most important part. The perks are only beneficial if you don't have a balance. They use that card for everything so they can rack up the points. Then they take the points, travel, get discounts and things like that, tickets, whatever they needed, right? Now, traveling is very important, right? And I know it looks like it's fun and games, but what travel does is increase your mindset. I didn't start traveling internationally until I was over 30. And once I did, immediately my mindset began to change. I began to even look at the United States differently. They often want you to think that the United States is this amazing, awesome place. When you start to get outside of this country, you'll realize that, it ain't all it's cracked up to be. Now, it is a great place because there's a lot of growth that can be made here. There's a lot of opportunity here. But traveling is it's an investment in your mindset. So it's awesome because you get to leave and it's exciting and stuff, but it's an investment. So travel, guys, leave the country, see different nationalities and stuff and how they function. It's very important. It's an investment in your mindset. One thing I noticed that anybody who had money in their account, it never came from a paycheck that hit every 2 weeks that they saved a portion of, and then they just kept doing that and end up having a lot of money. That wasn't what I saw. What I saw was multiple different pieces of income coming into that account, right? It was not just a paycheck. It'd be a paycheck. Then it'd be some random check for $6,000 and another random check for $1,500, right? They always had multiple things hitting that account. Anybody out pull up an account and like, oh, they got 10, they got 15, they got $40,000. When I looked at their balance, it wasn't because every 2 weeks they got paid and they put up $400. That's not how you really do it. They always had a lot of different income coming in. An abundance mindset. A lot of people leave you to think that, oh, you should just be frugal and save everything. Another misconception is other nationalities don't spend money. Wrong. They don't spend it on items that you're familiar with that cost a lot of money. But there's white shirts that they're wearing from Brooks Brothers that cost them $150, a button-up shirt, right? They're at the pink store getting nice button-up shirts and things like that are $160, $170 button-up shirts. They're spending a lot of money. They have an abundance mindset. They don't live in a space of lack or I need to save every penny. That's not how the rich really work, right? So don't be fooled. Don't feel bad about buying nice clothes and things like that. What you got to work on is the multiple streams of income to pay for the clothes. That's where we mess up. So make sure, you work on the streams of income to pay for the lifestyle you want. So I'll be dropping tools, rules from the rich. It's your boy, Wealth with Dale. Be well, be wealthy. I'm out.